If you feel the urge to start something with regards to community, chances are you are called to serve a bigger purpose. Welcome to another episode of Buri's Debrief. Stories from a multidimensional woman finding purpose, building income, leadership, and joy day by day. For anyone who loves a good community, I believe that it never just happens randomly. Somebody takes the lead, somebody calls people in, people bring in their energy, their ideas, their values, and everything they share together, and then they form a beautiful community. This is the case of CESA 96 Circle, North America chapter. It was a random Tuesday. I remember very clearly. I was returning from work on a train ride from Manhattan. I live in New York. And on this ride, I had been thinking to myself, I am so bored. I am really, really bored in America. After having left a big community, which I was a part of in Canada, and moving to the US, I felt like a fish out of water. I needed people to bond with. And as I was riding that train, thoughts kept coming to my mind. And I just sat and said, okay, what can you really do? I thought about a group of my ex-student association. I love my classmates. I know there are a good number of them scattered in the US. So I said, how about I try something to bring everybody together? I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I gave it a shot. Now, I'm just going to read the text that I sat and composed on that train ride that evening. Hello, hope this finds you well. I've had some serious thoughts lately about a CESA 9603 North America chapter. 96, that's when we got into St. Augustine's College, and 2003 is when we left high school after 7 years. A platform to reunite again as classmates, friends, buddies, and what have you after many, many years apart. A personal conviction of mine is that the best friends are begotten at a fairly young age, most often during school days, when the interaction is almost unavoidable and we see different shades of the same fast evolving human being. That stage happened for most of us back in SAC. Details are always fun memories. So how about a forum where memories come to life? Present life situations are shared, acknowledged, celebrated. You can fall back for some real brotherhood and advice. Young minds take action to tackle real life situations for their betterment and that of their families. Travel buddies are available when you need to get out of the routine. Fun and real fun happens. You can feel young again. The list goes on. The aim of this text is to get a feel of what you think of this. Please do let me know. Just me, Buri. So I sat on that train and I composed this text, and before I got off the train, two people came to my mind and I sent this text to both of them. Now, by the time I got home, both were calling me at the same time. They were excited, exploding with excitement. And we talked about it for a while, for about maybe, I'll say 20 minutes. I didn't even get into the house. I stood outside and answered these calls. And we talked about it. The excitement was real. I could feel the joy that someone actually thought about this. So sometimes you have this thought and you think that it's just you, and you feel you are crazy. You feel it's delusional. You think it's out of place. But you have no idea how many other people are thinking the same thing, which is the whole point why sometimes you just have to jump the gun, take the bull by the horns and do something, because there is a need. These thoughts don't just come into our minds randomly. As I grow older, I begin to connect so many things. I see where energy, produces results. There are just too many things that we take for granted, but those are the clues that life gives us each and every day. So what happened after this text? As soon as we got off those calls, these two people equally contacted other people, and then they sent me their names. Now, this is important. We have probably gone through this experience where you just sit and you've been added to groups from everywhere. You have no idea what the group is about. You just wake up in the morning and you've been added to a certain group, and there are hundreds of chats that you have to go through, and you have no clue what is really happening. That is one thing I really, really hate. So for me, if you have a vision, it's always good to put it down in words. Send a text or talk to somebody, give them a call, let them understand what you are about first before you create a group. That way, anybody joining that group or coming in already knows what's the purpose. People's time is important out here. People are protecting their energy. They may not even like the whole idea. So you don't just go adding people into groups. I know it happens a lot in most families, social circles. Please don't do that. It's always important to let somebody understand what is happening first and let them buy into that vision. So back to my story. Now I reached out to, I think 2 or 3 more people that week. Later on, I had created a WhatsApp forum, and I started adding people only after sending them this text and then hearing their feedback, if they actually really wanted it. There were some I sent and they never responded. Others said, oh, this may not be the good time for me, and that is totally fine. So I got the few that I got. We got together. Boom, 2020 happened. COVID-19. Now we are stuck because there was all this excitement. Let's get together. Let's meet. Let's try to meet in one city. Everything was there was a lot of energy. Then 2020 happened. I think 2020 was actually a blessing. Why do I say so? We took a step back, shed off that excitement, and actually got to focus on what is it that I am calling people to do. It's true that my original text brought a lot of excitement because when you talk of fun, you talk of celebrations, and so people are coming thinking this is all it's going to be about. But we took a step back. Everybody was forced to stay in place. What we started doing was we connected every month. We had a monthly meeting for an hour where we started talking, really getting to, the fact that you knew somebody 15, 20 years ago doesn't mean that's the same person today. So we got to know who we are now, especially being out here and navigating life in North America, aside from who we were when we left St. Augustine's College or when we were in university or whatever. That helped us to understand perspectives a lot better. We kept those calls going month after month, and I am super proud to say today this is 2026, almost rolling on 7 years, and we've not missed a meeting in any month, except maybe Christmas, and we say, okay, maybe it's too busy and people get off, but it's been consistent. I see the dedication, I see the growth, I see how people's ideas, mentalities are changing because we've all come together. The point of this video is to encourage anyone who feels the urge. There's always that little something striking you from inside. I need to start doing something. I need to do this for my community. And especially when it comes to helping other people or bringing people together for a common good, please act on that urge. I always have this at the back of my mind, that thing you are not doing is a disservice to another person. You have no idea. People tap into energy. You as, the founder or the leader, you will exude a certain energy that somebody needed at that point in their life to tap onto and navigate their own lives. We take these things for granted, but it's really important that we get to do the things that we are here for. We live for other people. That is a fact. I know that there is a big narrative out there these days. Oh, I'm keeping to myself, small circle. Yes, that's true. You have to filter out what kind of energy you want around you. But at the same time, never forget that we all need a community. No man is an island. Somebody needs your energy. You need some other person's energy. So coming together and bring all of is the perfect forum where people can now start exchanging that energy that they need. You give this, you take this, and your life is just a lot better. I'm so much happier with the group that we formed. And I believe that other members of this group feel the same way. I've had lots of feedback from the group as well. So thank you for watching. I'll be telling you more about what we do in this group in future episodes. Thanks for watching. If you found any value in this, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be coming with so many more stories about leadership, about just general joy, income, business. So please stay tuned. Thanks. Bye.